Hey guys, it's me. I'm alive still. Right, it's been a couple months. Uh, I'm well overdue an update as usual, typical ant fashion. But I have been looking after my mum's house, and yeah, other than that, just trying to get myself out of a little hole I felt I was in. I'm doing alright today. I'm on round currently. I'm doing 2.5 milligrams of DMPS, which I actually make myself now out of 5 milligram tablets because I ran out of these ones, and 1 milligram ALA. So I'm currently doing combo rounds. The theory is that the DM chelators sort of mop up any mercury going around the bloodstream. Obviously, they both bring it out of the cells, but DMPS primarily works sort of in your body. ALA is the only one that can pass the blood-brain barrier. So, yeah, by taking ALA and DMPS together, you're pulling mercury from your brain, and then the DMPS picks it up and sort of carries it out. That's the theory anyway. A lot of people call it mopping it up. So I take one or two extra DMPS doses at the end of my round without the ALA to well, like I just said, because of that theory. So I think I'm on round. I must be over 10 now. I haven't counted. The thing is that I don't like to count time because the more I think about time and length of time I'm going to be trying to recover or time I've spent sick, it depresses me, quite frankly. So I try not to focus on that. Einstein was the one who realized that time was relative and time can change depending on gravity. There's so many things to do with time, and I think the more we focus on it, the more we feel compelled to. It's almost like you become more desperate to try and get better when this isn't a race at all. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it is going to take some time. And the more I focus on that time, the more I feel just depressed. So I don't count my rounds or anything like that. The same way when I quit smoking, I couldn't tell you the day I quit smoking. I smoked for about 15 years, but I could not tell you the day I quit smoking. I couldn't tell you how long it's been either, because it's the same concept. I don't like to think of time in moments like that because it doesn't help me process or heal or things like that. I like to just live in the moment. I can't control yesterday or tomorrow. I can only be in this moment now. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Bit of a waffle, but there we go. So what have I been doing? I'm taking some more things now. I'm now taking, by the way, I hope you all like my onesie. It's a onesie day today. I'm now taking glycine, chlorine, and glutamine. So the glutamine is to, one, help my gut heal. The other reason is that it works with glycine to help your liver. It helps create glutathione, and it helps glutathione recycle, which is also what taurine helps me do, I think. Either way, I take taurine primarily because taurine helps you retain hydration in your cells, or it helps you keep electrolytes within your cells, which is really important for me because I'm so thirsty all the time, no matter how much I drink. I do also take a little gram of this per day. This is just electrolyte powder. It's got sodium chloride, potassium sulfate, calcium hydrogen phosphate, and magnesium oxide. And that's just a basic little powder of electrolyte powder. I take that every 1 or 2 days just to help keep my electrolytes there What else? I'm taking milk thistle now. I forgot this the last couple of days. I've just got stuff, just stuff, just everywhere. I'm also taking omega-3, just a fish oil, because I don't get enough omegas. I don't like fish. I've never liked it. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I take a B complex, and I'm also taking Por Diarco. This helps with candida, supposedly. And then I'm taking this, which is MCT oil. So firstly, I was just searching caprylic acid, because caprylic acid is good for candida. I've got some light coming here. I look like Harvey Dent. So I've got the caprylic acid triglyceride oil, because caprylic acid does help with candida. And then I found this, and I did research into it. It's GMO-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, it's paleo and vegan. And the idea is that you get a lot more ketones out of it, and I do tend to get more energy out of my ketones than I do from carbohydrates. I try to really reduce my sugar. The more like carby things I eat, I feel it in my throat like an hour later. And then and with that feeling in my throat, like this yeasty feeling, I feel weaker in my muscles and stuff as well. So yeah. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else I'm taking I can tell you. Other than that, the one thing I've learned so far throughout these rounds is that it's not as simple as just taking the core 4 and vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and magnesium. It's not as simple as taking those and your chelators, although that is essentially the protocol, and you will reduce your toxic overload like that. There's a lot of other things that each of us have to figure out, that we have to fix. We're all very unique, and although we're all suffering from similar things, we've all had different diets growing up. We've all grown up in different environments which have different toxics in them. Some people suffer from a lot of mold. I have mold right there on my wall, quite a lot of water damage. But none of it's black, but it is still, there is still water damage there, so that's something else I'm trying to look into, maybe leaving my flat and finding somewhere else to live. But yeah, we all have different environments. We've all taken a different toxic load in our body, and some of us are smokers, some of us were drug users, some of us were drinkers. So our bodies have adjusted differently to different things, and there's not one thing for all of us to follow. But essentially, if you have got metals in you, the protocol is the same for everyone. Chelate in a safe manner, and you will reduce the burden and the processes in your body that have been halted or messed up by metals will have a chance to heal and recover the rest of your body. So yeah, there's not really much else I can say about that apart from look into other things like your liver. I don't think enough people talk about the liver enough, or I don't think enough people pay attention to how important it is to look at your liver. And even if your blood results say your liver's fine, still look into things you can take, because you still do need to support your liver. When you take chelating agents, where does it go? It goes to your liver. It goes through your liver, and then your liver decides what to do with it. And if you're not helping those processes enough, then you can cause yourself issues. That's the reason why some people need to take niacin or niacinamide, because one slows phase 2 and one speeds up phase 1. And I can't remember which are which right now, so you'll have to Google that one. But I do know for a fact that is the case, and some people do need help with speeding up the phases to help the processes happen. Enough. And there is actually a good explanation on that, and I'll put a link to that in the description here, because I do think that's really beneficial that everyone looks at that, and it's a really good theory about how trucks come along basically, and then drop off things, and then onto like sort of a conveyor belt, and then the conveyor belt decides where to put those things and send them through the body, and that's basically what your liver does with the phases, and you can speed up that process by taking different things, and I think that's what's important to learn, and then figure out how your liver works, basically just by trial and error, really, just testing and seeing how you feel. I still haven't done an ice and flush. To be honest, I'm a bit scared. That's really it. I'm just being a wimp, and I need to do an ice and flush soon. When I take my B complex, I don't have any kind of flush, and there is how much is in here? There's 25 milligrams in here, which is a really small amount. I do have some 100 milligram niacin tablets. I will do it eventually, probably when my girlfriend's here, so I can be a bit more like, just have someone there to like, yeah, if I freak out, she can be like, chill, just chill. That always helps. Other than that, I'm doing all right. I'm still kind of housebound. I haven't driven since November, December time. I really want to start driving again soon, but it's just I can't think about the time. I'm working on a lot more projects on my own now, just to keep my mind sort of occupied while I'm at home. For a while, I was just playing loads of World of Warcraft, but I need to do something productive, so I don't feel like I'm just sort of fading away and missing out on opportunities. So I've got a whiteboard right in front of me there with tons of business ideas and things I'm working on, which I'm just developing in the meantime. I'm doing some freelance work on Upwork.com, and I'm hoping to get some more hours through there. There's things that I can do in my own time at home, from home, where I don't have to meet clients face to face. I do still work on a few websites for people. Luckily, that doesn't require me to meet them either. They're very understanding clients. I'm very gifted with that, and I'm very grateful. So, yeah, I'm focusing on getting more clients again for my web design, because I do live alone. It's expensive to be sick and trying to sustain yourself, because if I was well, I'd just go smash out the hours somewhere, and I'd be on good money, and I'd be able to support my life a lot better. But I am constantly trying to keep my head above water. I don't have enough for my rent on tomorrow, so I'm going to have to speak to my family and just see if they can help me. And I hate to do that, so I'm trying to. As of last week, I've managed to get some work on Upwork, just doing some freelance work, and just trying to do things like that. And I think that's something that anyone can look at, really. We feel that we can't do things because they do require energy, but it's also that we feel like we have to face people when really there are things we can do to make a very small dent in our income, but we can do those from home. So look at freelance websites and things like that, because there are opportunities for people who can do basic things like data, just entering data, or virtual assistants, virtual admins, things like that, and they are required by a lot of people around the world. So if that's something that you feel you're ready to start taking on, I understand not everyone is, but if that is something, then please look into avenues like that, because I know how expensive supplements are, and I know what an extra £20 means to someone per month, because it means another bottle of, say, my B complex, and it's things like that really sometimes keep us going. I take adrenal cortex, and I'm out of that, and I can't get any more of that until I get paid. So it's things like that. I understand that, and I just want to urge people. Anyway, another little waffle I just went on then, because I do want to try and engage people with things they can do. But I understand not everyone's able to. I feel very lucky that I am now able to sort of look after myself. I'm in my flat now, and 9 months ago I was bedridden, and my mother was washing me in the bath, which was I never want to experience that again. It's something that really hit me. It's similar to to being in a wheelchair. And the first time you're in a wheelchair, it's not a nice experience, having someone push you around, because you have a sense of I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't feel very nice. It's it's a strange feeling, and it's a similar thing when you do have to go through experiences where things like when your mother is bathing you at 26. You feel that you've lost so much, and I do empathise with everyone who is doing far worse than I am right now. But just don't give up. That there are things you can do, and you will find it as long as you do not give up. I know a lot of people sort of leave their health to someone else, and I just think you really have to advocate yourself and make sure that what they're doing, if they are doing it for you, is correct. Just make sure they're doing the right thing, and if you feel something's not right for you, then be vocal about it and try and do the research you can. When I was at my worst, I would even just read a page a day, and try and just get a bit more knowledge, and then I'd just take it from there. Anyway, this video is getting crazy long again. I don't know how it happens or when the time goes. So yeah, my next video I'm going to do is actually going to be on how to collate, because I don't think there's enough information on YouTube really around AC collation, and I think there should be more. There's a lot of controversy now, and since Andy Cutler's death, and I think that's ridiculous. Andy Cutler died because he had a genetic issue with his heart, and some people are saying that chelation harmed him, which is absolutely not the case at all. In fact, he didn't actually continue to chelate after he got himself better. He always said that he could definitely do more chelation, but he never did, because he started to put his time and effort into other people, and if he started focusing on chelation again, he would have to take time out. And yeah, I think people really misunderstand that why Andy Cutler passed away, and I think it's important to keep the education going around the protocol, because it can still help so many people. It's helping me get my life back, okay? And that's why I'm passionate about it. So yeah, that will be my next video. I really hope everyone is doing as well as they possibly can be today. I wish you all the health that you definitely deserve, and yeah, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. If you have any questions, pop them in the thingy below, and I will get back to every single one of you, no matter how long it takes. Sometimes I just miss notifications. I have a few YouTube accounts that I use, like some for just like finding samples when I'm making music and stuff. So when I switch between my accounts, I then like lose some notifications, but I always go back onto the Road to Recovery one eventually, and I do reply to people. So yeah, some people have even found me on Facebook and they've asked me questions there. So I'm really open to people. I won't put my Facebook out there to make it really public, but if you know how to find me and just ask me a question. Just however you feel you can. If you think I can help, or you think that we've had similar experiences, and you just want to know more about what I've done, or anything like that, then please ask me. I'm not a health guru in any way. I purely live by the rule that we should communicate with people we've had similar experiences as, and that's the people I try and find and educate myself from, by having conversations with those. And the more people like that I can find, it will benefit me as well as you. So yeah, get in contact, and we'll go from there. Take care. It's now 19 minutes. I'm going to upload this, and then just chill for a bit. It's a really nice day. I've got the curtain closed at the minute because it was burning my face, but yeah, take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.